this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading for how do I achieve more work-life balance. Wow, you guys, this is something I've personally been working on lately. I am kind of a workaholic. I absolutely love just working and hustling and moving and going and go, go, go. I think that's just like my Aquarius energy. So if you struggle with this too, we're gonna look and get some cards for you and see how you can achieve more work-life balance. So stay tuned. So I have 4 options for you guys to choose from today. You can choose number 1, the Aventurine Crystal. Number 2, the Cinnabar Crystal. Number 3, the Rock Quartz Crystal. Or number 4, the Rose Quartz Crystal. Once you have chosen, you can head down below to where the timestamps are in both the comments and the description, and you can fast forward to your part in the reading. So for those of you guys who choose number 1, let's go ahead and reveal your card. So you're getting the Parrot card. So the Parrot is all about color and inspiration, using your voice. This animal totem is associated with your throat chakra. So when I see this card in relation to how you can achieve a better work-life balance, I'm starting to think more about your ability to express yourself. I'm sensing that for those of you guys who chose this card, you might feel a little bit limited when it comes to expressing yourself, whether it's creatively or even through your voice. Maybe you're having a lot of stress at work and you're just coming home and maybe watching Netflix. Maybe you're getting fast food or barely managing to cook dinner. Some of you guys have children and you're trying to manage the household. And after a while, you might feel like the way that you're using your energy and the way that you're expressing yourself is all for other people. So like when you go to your job, regardless if it's a job that's in alignment for you or your dream job or not, I feel a lot of you guys are working for a company or working for another person. And even if it's somewhat in alignment, your energy most of the time when you're at work or maybe even at school, it feels like it's for somebody else or for something else. And then you come home and you're sacrificing for your partner or for the children, and then you've got the housework, and then you're so tired that all you want to do is just sit around and numb out. And so this is the card that's talking about remembering to express yourself. And I find this sometimes is a challenge for me because I love doing this work and I love expressing myself through it, but even I sometimes need a break and need to do something that's different. So whether you're in a creative job or not, this is a card about doing something creative for yourself. I lived in Los Angeles for a while and I had a lot of friends who were writing music or working as music producers or working in the fashion industry or modeling. And what I thought was really cool is a lot of these friends would do modeling gigs or acting gigs or producing work. They would be hired out for that, but in their off time, in their spare time, nights and weekends or days off, they would also do their own personal projects. And I think that's what really keeps you going. I found that as an artist too, that you have to have your own projects. You have to use your art and your self-expression for yourself too. That's why it's important for me to draw cards for myself sometimes, to do private readings, not to neglect that side of myself. So this is about using your creativity and the gifts that you have for yourself too, to enrich your life. And so as far as how to achieve more work-life balance, I'm definitely seeing something about singing. Maybe some of you guys are being given guidance to sing more, or when you're cooking dinner at night, even if it feels like just a chore, turn on some music that you love and pull out a simple recipe and start using that time for self-expression. Everyday activities that you already do, you can turn that into something fun for yourself. So turn on some music that you like, practice singing while you're cooking or while you're doing the chores. Turn it into a game for yourself. Make it fun. Use your imagination. This is also talking about bringing more color into your life. So I'm seeing something about creating a safe space, like bringing in a new color into the decorations in your room. Switch things up just a little bit. Get rid of a couple things, clear out energy, get rid of old objects or items that no longer serve you. Make sure that you're good to the environment and you donate these items. And bring in a pop of color into your room. That way, when you wake up in the morning, you'll feel inspired to have a good day and to leap forward with a bright energy. This whole process of redecorating in your space could also be something that's really fun and creative for you. Your environment has a lot to do with your mood and how you feel and your inspiration. So if things are clean and things are tidy and you've got some bright colors and some energy through color that's lifting you up when you come home from work, you might feel a little bit more lively. I think it's for you, this is more just about how you feel. Achieving work-life balance, it might not necessarily be about doing more. I still think you need time to rest. Your job seems very demanding, but the quality of rest that you have, your quality of life when you're out of work is going to help you feel like you're, stealing moments back from your day. So healing through color is going to be really important for you. Also, I'm seeing a message that some of you guys who are here have been neglecting your personal appearance and haven't really been, taking too good a care of yourself. And I know what that's like. I used to work as a swim teacher for years, and I would literally roll out of bed. I wouldn't take a shower because I was like, I'm going to take a shower after work. I'm going to just get in the pool anyways. I would just throw my hair up and like put on my suit and like throw on some sweats, and I would just walk to work because I lived really close to my job and just jump in the pool and that's how I'd start my day. And after a while, it really took a toll on my self-esteem. I didn't really feel pretty anymore. And, you got to take care of your body and your appearance. Like, it helps a lot with your self-esteem. So if you're at a job where you have to wear like an ugly uniform, or you just hate getting up early and you have to get up and you just throw your hair up in a bun and run to work, or you don't shower or something. I know how it can get, you guys. I've gotten a little nasty sometimes, neglecting myself. So let's all laugh at it together, but this is also a serious thing, Bring some color into your wardrobe. This person here has got their hair dyed pink. They're expressing themselves. They've got on this crazy dress. I mean, it's just amazing. You don't have to go that far out if you're more of a simple, minimalistic person, but putting on a piece of jewelry if your job allows it, or styling your hair a little bit differently, or playing with your lip color or something, or getting a new hair product and just styling your do before you go can really help you feel more like, this is my life, I'm taking care of myself, this is how I want to present myself. Sometimes we feel like we're a different person at work than we are at home, and you don't want to feel like you're living a double life. So just bring your full energy to work with you. Now, this is one more message for you about clearing out your throat chakra, letting your voice sing out, being flamboyant and dazzling like the parrot, breaking down your walls and exploring your expressiveness and your free-spirited side. Maybe this is also a message to break out of your routine. I challenge you once a month to do something unexpected, whether it's attending an event or driving to a different park to go hiking, or going to some type of meetup group, or inviting your friends to go to explore a new place or something. Once a month, do something fun and free-spirited for yourself, so that you can explore and kind of get that free-spirited nature out. Sometimes we just get stuck in a routine with our job, and it's important to remember this life is yours to live. You don't have to feel like a slave to any job, corporation, or company. So I hope that this message helped you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 2, let's go ahead and get this message on how you can achieve better work-life balance. So you're getting the Dove card. What a beautiful card. So immediately when I see the Dove in the context of how you can achieve a better work-life balance, I'm instantly thinking about peace and coming to peace. I feel like you have a very strong desire right now for peace. And even just seeing the expression right here, just looking into these doves' eyes, like I'm feeling a sense of loneliness. Almost like you need more connection and more communication with others. Like your job might be something where you are, I see two paths. Some of you guys are in a job where you're around a large group of people, or you're doing customer service and there's just people in and out all the time. And so it's very draining to you. And when you get home, you just want to hide. You just want to crawl in your little cave, cocoon yourself in blankets, and like go on the internet and just chill, and like you just don't want anything to do with people. But it's funny because I feel like you actually do need connection and community with a group of people that make you feel safe and that give you that same feeling of nurturing and comfort. I think that's possible for you. So this is telling you to have hope. Have hope. You're going to have to pull up your energy just a little bit to unite yourself into a community. This is a message about being in love with life, enjoying family connection. When you receive the Dove card, it's a message to you that this is not the time to fly solo, but it's time to actually seek out some kindred spirits, gathering with like-minded people. The serenity of being with soul family or people that you connect with. So, and collaborating with others, the power of collaboration, the wisdom of the whole. These are all symbols that have to go with a dove and the symbol of home. So I'm seeing something about you maybe hosting like a get together with your family or your friends at your place, maybe once a month or every other week, maybe even every week, like Tuesday nights or something, and having some type of game night, something like that. Inviting everybody over for game night, or inviting everybody over to chill and like watch an episode of your favorite show, or like something that's routine that gets people to come over, and starting like almost a little group or a little club. And so there's a message about that, about how you can still loaf around, you can still relax, but you need laughter, you need company, you need connection, you need community, you need people you can just talk about things that happen, you know. And maybe this is outside of work, because I do feel like some of you guys have a strong kinship with your coworkers, and I know what that's like to go out after work and blow off steam. But this is about connecting more with your family, your actual family, or maybe soul family, friends. Now, if you don't really have friends, and that's okay. I've been at a place in my life before where I didn't really have friends. It was right after my spiritual awakening, and I had like gotten rid of toxic relationships. So I was just kind of burnt out on people and alone. I would encourage you to join some type of group activity that's centered around art or music or self-expression. I think that's a really safe way to connect with people. If you join like working on a local theater production, or perhaps taking pottery or jewelry making classes, or joining a local choir, or joining a group exercise class, you'd be really surprised. There's a lot of apps you can download. I think one of them is Meetup. I don't really know any of the other ones, but pretty much there's an app for everything. You can explore local community events and different groups and different clubs, and just join, have strong boundaries, and just enjoy being in the moment with people, making art, expressing yourself, or working towards a project or a charity, exploring nature. This is a message to you that this is actually going to give you energy and going to help you find that work-life balance, because you need community, you need connection, and your job isn't necessarily supposed to bring you all of that. I feel like a lot of you guys who chose this, the job that you have is something that's meant to be, and it's bringing you blessings and abundance, but it might not really be what you want to do with your whole life. I think for a lot of you guys, it's like a temporary situation, or it's like a stepping stone, or it's just for you to be able to get money, and that's okay. And so, like, don't forget, you get to choose your community. You get to choose the people you surround yourself with. And the only social interaction you get, if it's your job, and then you go home to your family and your significant other, and that's it, you need to bring some more people into your life. You need to, bring opportunities in. So this is going to help you achieve more balance. This is going to bring peace and harmony and connection into your life. I feel like whether you realize it or not, you're craving connection. You're craving other people. And if you take one step and you put yourself out there, the next step will come to you. You're never alone. The universe always sends someone, but you can't necessarily meet people if you just keep living the same routine. You know, if you always do what you've always done, you're always going to get what you've always got. And so it's about you making the effort to sign up for that class or to invite the friends over for the game night or whatever. And that this is going to be really opportune for you, that there's going to be some amazing energy coming through this. Really good for you. So amazing, beautiful. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 3, let's go ahead and get your message. So you're getting the Turkey card. Wow. Okay, so if you're getting this Turkey card, this is a message that you are somebody who is a very grateful soul. You are a very giving spirit. You sacrifice of yourself all the time. You want to nourish other people around you. You relinquish your ego. You're on a path of service and humility. You're all about benefiting the greater good. So you're a philanthropist. So you give and you give and you give. And because of that, Spirit is bringing to you this bounty of abundance. And you're always looking around to see who needs you. And your own needs sometimes get pushed aside because of that. There's a very quiet dignity about you. You know, you're devoting your life to servitude, and it's absolutely beautiful. However, the downside of that is maybe not having that good of a work-life balance, because when you're at work, you're giving so much. When you're at home, you're giving so much. I feel like you're helping people on the streets. You're the kind of person that's, you know, it's like you're everywhere at once, and there's so many activities going in your life, and you're just giving and giving and giving. This is a message to you to restore balance to your life by being open to receive. It is time to give to yourself, honey, because I feel like you're breaking down. You're breaking down at this point. And this might be why you're having certain health issues rising, or I see some of you guys getting sick and having to call off. And then it's like you need to really take care of yourself. And I feel like you're going to be restoring work-life balance by looking after your physical body, because you're up in the clouds a lot. You're up in the air. You're always thinking. You're a deep thinker, and you're being guided by Spirit. If you chose this card, you might be a very spiritual person, and you're getting direct messages, and you're very clairvoyant, and you're always helping others. Maybe you're somebody like me who has a job where you're doing card readings, or maybe you're working in the healthcare industry or something like that. Or maybe you're a therapist or counselor or some type of doctor, nurse, or your people are coming to you for advice or help or support. You're kind of that person that holds everybody together, but you can't hold everybody together when you're falling apart. You can't pour from a cup that's empty. I kind of feel like a hypocrite saying this right now, because I get this message all the time when I'm pulling cards for myself, or when I'm getting readings from others about just like, you know, trying to take care of myself more and not being too much of a self-sacrificer, okay? So I feel you here, but looking after your physical body and your energy is really going to help you. So if you're not going to the gym and you're not exercising, you've got to do something. There's got to be something you can do, even if you have some type of health issue, which I understand. You can always try doing like breathing, like Tai Chi, or really slow yoga movements, or breathing exercises. And isn't the YouTube amazing these days? You can type in, you know, yoga for back injury, or yoga for stillness, for quiet, or, you know, qigong exercises, or whatever you want. Talk to your doctor first before you engage in any exercise, because everybody has their own unique situation. But basically, there's got to be something you can do, whether it's just breathing exercises, or it's doing some type of exercise, going out in nature, slow walks, or just sitting on your front porch, sitting on your balcony, getting some fresh air. It's like you gotta look after yourself. You gotta look after your body. So this is your message, if you've been thinking about it, to hire that personal trainer or to hire that healthcare professional to help you along your journey. Maybe to go get massages if you have pain in your body, or to go to the dentist and get that dental work done if you've been putting it off, or maybe even to work on your aesthetic appearance. Like, if you don't have a moisturizer that's working for you and you're having skin problems, go invest in that. Go see your dermatologist, or go invest in a nice face cream. Don't just buy yourself the cheap stuff that's full of chemicals. It's like you give everybody the best, but then you give yourself the worst. You're worthy. Buy yourself the best food to eat, lots of fruits and vegetables, drink water. Sometimes we just self-sabotage ourselves. I don't know what it is. I think it's a different reason for each person. Maybe it's because we're working on self-love still, or we just have subconscious beliefs about, not taking too much, or maybe it's because we're just so busy and we're in a rush, we just forget. But your body, your mind, your spirit, it might be screaming out to you that it needs attention, it needs support. And so this is a message to you to give yourself that support. Treat yourself well. Treat yourself like a king or like a queen, and give yourself the best. That way everyone around you can benefit from that. It's going to help everyone around you and your job and what you're doing so much more if you treat yourself well. So treat yourself like a queen, treat yourself bougie. It's okay for you to allow luxury into your life. And you can still do that while saving, or while being on a budget, or while paying off debt. This is all about you and your energy level. And so work on that, okay? You're doing a great job. I feel like you know that you've been asked to serve some type of purpose, and you're definitely benefiting the greater good in your life. And you're such an empathetic person. You're living a life of charity. You have a huge bounty that you're sharing with others. And you're definitely a vessel for the greater good. You're a very compassionate person. But don't forget that all of these gifts are for you first. So that's your new model, me first. And I've been working on that lately. I don't start my work every day until I've established ease for myself first, because I know it's going to be better for me, and then it'll be better for my clients. So work on that. Let's work on it together. Keep each other accountable. I think that you're going to be feeling much better in a very short amount of time if you start just taking an effort in this direction. I hope that this reading resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 4, let's go ahead and get your message on how you can achieve better work-life balance. So you're getting the Heron card. This is a very, very powerful message. If you're getting the Heron, chances are you're a very psychic person, like a very clairvoyant person. So you're always receiving information through your mind and through your thoughts. You're a dreamer, okay? The message for you here is all about concentration, stillness, okay? Because you're in a place right now in your life where you're hustling really hard. I see people here who have 2 jobs, 3 jobs, a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of bills or debt to pay off. Or maybe you're in school and you're trying to land a new position. Some of you guys have a side hustle or a business that you're starting or have started while you've got this full-time job. So it's work, 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 hustle, 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 all of this information coming in. And what happens when you're still and when you're finally alone with your own thoughts is that the past starts to kind of ripple in. So it might be some of you guys are running from the past or running from, intrusive thoughts by staying busy all the time. So how do I know about this? I've been through it. I kind of do this. So there's a message for you about finding your center and like grounding yourself in it. Finding your center through meditation, through relaxation. It's like you need the time to rest and meditate. I think sometimes just allowing ourselves to lie down and rest can be the hardest thing. Because for some of us, when we finally do that, that's when we start our worries and our fears and our doubts and our insecurity come. As long as we're moving, as long as we're productive, as long as we're active, we're doing something else, and like those thoughts go away. So there's a message for you not to run from that anymore, to face these thoughts. This is how you're going to achieve better work-life balance. Because once you face this and you work through these thoughts or these memories or this trauma or the past or whatever it is, you'll clear space for you to be able to allow yourself to fully rest and rejuvenate and restore balance to your life. So there's a lot of different ways you can do this. You can contact a licensed professional therapist or counselor and just talk about what you've been through. Even if you don't feel like it's that bad or there's other people who have been through worse, everyone can benefit from counseling or therapy. Maybe you can get a little journal and keep it by your bed. And when you're getting ready to wind down after work, you can set yourself up a little routine where you write down on a piece of paper all of your thoughts, all of your worries, everything that's bothering you, and then just get it out. And once you get it out, you can write down solutions, or you can come up with an action plan or make a list of what you want to do, or just acknowledge it, accept it. Then you can move forward to allowing yourself to rest or enjoy the rest of your evening or enjoy your weekend. And when those thoughts keep coming up, you have to be diligent. You have to have boundaries with them and tell yourself, I've already talked about this, I've already handled it, I've already written it out, so I release and I return myself back to what's in front of me and back to my positive energy. So there's a way for you to release thoughts, release emotions, and not really attach to them. So this is not just think positive and push it down, because sometimes we push things down, it bottles up and it explodes. It can explode in our body and cause illness or sometimes health issues. It can cause conflict with others. It can cause disease, which is dis-ease. And so it's almost like you need to face this. And so meditation is a great way to do this as well. One of my favorite meditations is to just imagine myself in like a really relaxing environment, like on a beach or in the forest. Imagine myself protected by angels and spirit guides, and then I'll call in the source of my worry, doubt, or fear. Usually it's a person or a conversation I had or a conflict with another person. So you can imagine that person standing in front of you, and then in your meditation, in your mind's eye, you can speak to this person. Tell them exactly how you feel. If you need to go off on them, if you need to just release, do it. And then at the end, once you're done speaking your part to them, you can say, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you, I am free, and you are free. So say something to that effect, and then imagine yourself cutting the energetic cords between you and this person. And that can have a really healing effect, and sometimes even a real life effect in the 3D. These types of meditations are very powerful. Now, if you're not really one for meditation, because I know how it is, you guys, I always talk a lot about how I have ADHD, and so I'm a little restless. I meditate a lot. I have to be disciplined with it, but I know how it is if that isn't your first impulse. Sometimes we say like, yeah, I'm gonna meditate, and then we don't. Another way to do it would be to write down like your thoughts and feelings about the person or the situation. You can write a letter to the person. Now, please do not send the letter. We don't want to create any more conflict. Some people, it's just like talking to a brick wall. You just can't get through to them. So you can write a letter, and then you can take the letter and burn it or rip it up and release the energy. So maybe choose one of these practices, the letter or the meditation. If you want to be an overachiever, you can do both. Try that, a couple times a week, or even just once a week if you can manage it. If you're really lazy, like I can be sometimes, There's another way you can do it where you can write a note on your phone or on your computer and just type out or whatever, like your feelings about this person or this situation and your anger and your frustration and your doubt and your worries, and then take that message and delete it. And then you can pull up a new message or a new note on your phone and write down like what is actually the truth in this situation. So it's just allowing you to get your thoughts out, to just release. Basically, writing or meditation is like you got to release some stuff you've been through. You need to express this. So this is a big message for you. It's all about acceptance and wellness and moving forward and just calming yourself to be in the moment. This is going to help you find more work-life balance. I hope this message resonated with you, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.